And I think one thing that I didn't really like about Incredicoaster was how shaky and rickety it was for being such an old coaster. Like
Yeah.
I felt like, yeah, I felt like it was broken.
That's fair.
And so I will give Rock and Roller Coaster that over Incredicoaster. Because on Rock and Roller Coaster, I felt much safer.
The launch on Rock and Roller Coaster is the best part.
The launch on that one was better in my opinion.
What? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that I'll give Jared this win. I like Rock and Roller Coaster better than Incredicoaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think most people would agree.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like it. I like it more than Incredicoaster, or I like Incredicoaster more than Rockin', but I feel, or no, I like Rock and Roller Coaster more than I like Incredicoaster, but I feel like I would like Incredicoaster more if it was California Screaming.
Okay.
See, I just think the theming is very strong with Rock and Roller Coaster.
It
And that's
is.
what
It's
I like.
really
I the only thing I don't like is those like pop-up like windows and like you're going through. I don't like the things that you go through. I think it's really
I like
signs.
them. I
Yeah.
like them. They're fine.
I don't know.
And then we went to so my treat for going on Incredicoaster was that we went to the Magic Key Terrace.
Oh, I love that. We saw that the other day.
Oh yeah, Jared's holding the little Epcot thingy. We saw those at the Funko store the other day. We saw all
Yeah,
of them.
they're really
Cute little
cute.
Funko plushie. I thought he was going to be 3 times the size. Sorry, I didn't
I know.
mean to get us off track.
No,
again.
I was disappointed by the size too. No, but we went. So we had our. My treat was going to Magic Key Terrace, and we had the charcuterie. The charcuterie. Sorry,
Charcuterie.
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 I call it charcuterie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm insistent on it. It's charcuterie board. We had a lot of meats and cheeses. I had figs, and we had prosciutto, and lots of fancy cheeses that were yummy.
So if you guys have AP and you're interested in going, it is $18 and it is super, super good. And then we got the Napa Valley sparkling wine for $14 and it was pretty good. I liked it.
Jared's like, yes, that I can get behind.
We had a perfect view of Avengers Campus and we could see Spider-Man being launched.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
That was really cool. We saw Spider-Man like flip through the air. It was awesome.
And then on the other side, you could see all of Cars Land and Radiator Springs. And then on the back side, you could see all of Pixar Pier. So it was like a whole overview of
It's really pretty.
the park, which is cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Okay, moving on to day 2 with Alex Saylor. So we started up, they went on Guardians of the Galaxy, the two of them. And when I did that, because there's no, if I hated Incredicoaster, there's no way. I went and got the quesadilla tacos on the wharf, on Pacific Wharf. And they really do live up to the hype. I must have like shivered with excitement like 4 times eating them. It was so good.
Wow.
It was so good.
Were they as good as those tacos that we had at the first day that you came in?
The first day.
When we went to the Spectrum.
Oh, Puestos?
We like went to dinner.
Oh,
yeah.
Miles better.
Oh, okay.
It was 1,000 times better.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Puestos
Oh yeah, you didn't like yours. I liked mine a lot.
Yeah, you liked yours because yours were normal.
Yeah.
Because the quesabirria, you have to make them a specific way or it's not birria, you know?
Uh-huh. Okay.
And they made it like a regular taco and I didn't like that. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. But yours was correct. So obviously yours is gonna be better than mine. Yeah, we went on to Racers and your photo got erased by Disney.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. The whole way I was like tired. Half the ride I was sleeping. I don't know how I could sleep on
Skyler Gifford has
Springs.
to have his feet in the air for 80% of the rides that he goes on.
It was like this.
That's not keeping
You're a
your
menace
feet.
to society.
That was the ride photo.
That's not keeping your feet and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
No, it's not.
I didn't move. Okay, my feet were technically below the top of it. They weren't out. I was in the middle. What would happen?
He has to have his feet up on most of the rides, and cast members get mad at him for it every single time.
A menace, if you will.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
It wasn't that bad.
Your photo got erased.
I could have flicked off the camera. I've done that on Splash Mountain. That didn't get erased.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Anyway, I upgraded to a magic key.
Yeah, we now have a new magic key holder.
Yay!
Congratulations.
that's why she's going back in April.
That's
She
why I'm
needs to
going-
get her money's
Yeah,
worth.
yeah.
Because I can. I've already got my TBH. We made a reservation that day. So day 2 was supposed to be my last day, and I upgraded. And we realized we weren't doing anything on Saturday, so we were like, let's just go. And then I got my money's worth at that point.
That's
So
fair.
yeah. So yeah, I'm going back in April, and I'm going back in May, and then from there, who knows? We tried to go to Trader Sam's, but the wait was atrociously long.
Yeah, at the end of the night, we waited. It said like 30 minutes. It turned out to be like an hour and a half. But by the time we like had left the restaurant and gotten all the way back to the parking
car.
structure, that is when we got the text saying, "Oh, your table's ready."
Yeah.
And we were
We're
like,
"Yeah,
no.
no, we're not walking all the way back."
We already had ourselves ready to go home. We were like, no, this is not happening. Yeah, and then we had Sky's first time on Naders.
Yeah, it was my first time. I don't know
Junkyard
why.
Jamboree.
Like it's been, I've had my pass for Disney World or Disneyland since like 2017, and I never did it. I never did race or Maynard's because I was just like, oh, it's a kiddie ride. I don't really care.
He screamed.
I loved it. It was
You
so fun.
screamed.
I feel like, well, yeah, you get whipped back and forth, and it's like fun.
We're learning a lot of things about Skyler tonight.
What can I say? I love screaming. No, but yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, you should tell him about what
Jared and I just made.
You should tell him about what happened on the Mad Tea Party.
The Mad Tea
How
Party.
you almost threw up.
Oh yeah, he spun me so fast that I almost
Fun.
threw up. Yeah.
Fun.
I was fine. She was like falling over.
I couldn't look if I wasn't looking at him, I would have gotten dizzy and thrown up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. That's the point of the ride.
Yes. All right, and then we tried the new Valentine's Day drinks at the Grand Californian.
Dude, those were so freaking
Really good, really
Ooh,
yummy.
They sound good. I'm reading
Mhm.
it. I'm reading ahead.
Armida got the Tuxedo Strawberry, which was Bacardi, raspberry rum, dark cream cacao, strawberry puree, and half served in a chocolate-coated martini glass with strawberry garnish for $17.
Gorgeous.
What did you think? What did you think?
It was the bartender was like, it's sweet, but it's creamy and it's hot, so you might not like it. I disagreed. I thought it was great. I thought it was perfect. It was like kind of like a slushy.
Yeah, it wasn't like the way I thought it would. It was. It
Mhm.
wasn't like a martini glass though. It was like a little.
Yeah, because we were taking it to go.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
we
like
were-
a cylinder.
We took it around the hotel, so they gave me a regular glass for it. But it was good. It was really good.
And then I got
Very
the
good.
California Crush, which was Crown Royal apple whiskey, strawberry puree, lemon, and agave. And it was served in a mint spring. And I also had a strawberry heart, which I didn't end up getting because they were out of it. But dude, that was
It's
one
a
of the
mint
best
sprig.
drinks. Oh,
It's a
sorry.
Served
Sprig.
in a mint sprig now.
I don't know why I said spring. But yeah, it was like one of the best drinks that I've ever had, honestly, on Disney property. So
Mhm.
highly recommend it.
All right, and then we went to Goofy's Sky School.
Oh my god.
We did it.
Yep.
Mhm.
How was that?
I've been on it before. So
Was
I
it
don't know why
everything
put
you
in
wanted
there.
it to be? Yeah.
The
Me
video.
terrified.
The video was prime.
I don't like the way it breaks. Honestly, those drops scare me more. Like
Mhm.
it's like I don't know why. I just don't
It's
like
fast.
I don't like the way it feels.
Mhm. All right, and then we had a surprise day 3.
Yeah, because you got your magic key. So we were like,
Mhm.
let's just go back.
And I went on Web Slingers for the very first time.
You know, honestly, what'd you think? Because
you
I know
feel?
how much you didn't want to do it and you didn't care
Mhm.
to do it. She was kind of like talking crap about it too
Mhm.
for a while. So yeah.
I love the theming. The
It's
queue
really
was
strong, yeah.
queue was atrocious. Everything from pre-show to show end in terms of theming was really fun. My arms were exhausted.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
one thing about that ride is like you go on it and you're fine. You come off and you're like, God, I
Ow.
wish I didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ow. And I honestly I shouldn't be, my extremities shouldn't want to fall off after an attraction at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Do you have to like
You
It's
to
to
like this the
actually-
whole time.
You have to put your arm, start here, Spider-Man finger position, start from your shoulder and then out like that. Otherwise, it doesn't register it.
I mean, I can do it
have to
like
go
this
out.
and it's fine.
I beat you though,
Yeah, the last room.
because I was going like this instead.
anyways?
Yeah, it's tiring, man. If you
Yeah,
if you don't
our-
like doing that. That's why I don't go on
yeah.
Toy Story because I don't like the
Oh,
way
I
it
love
makes
Toy
me
Story
feel.
Mania.
I can
Our-
do the other one, Buzz Lightyear. I feel like great on that
we
one.
did Buzz a lot.
Yeah.
No, but we were with this other couple, and they were so tired that they just stopped. So I was best in the car.
We were carrying them the whole time.
Yeah. And they
Fun.
even thanked us for it. They were like, "Thanks for carrying us, dude."
Eh.
Yeah, we got to see fireworks over Thunder Mountain, and the
That
Thunder
was
Mountain line.
so cool.
Yeah, it was
It was
cool.
so pretty.
And Thunder Mountain said it was going to be an hour wait, but it turned out we just walked right on.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh, this was really cool. We were in line for Matterhorn because like for most of the trip, it was like, this is a 30-minute wait, but the line went all the way down. And so we were like, there's no way this is a 30-minute wait. But I figured like, if they keep saying it's 30 minutes, we should just do it. So we stood in line and this dude walks up to us and goes, "Are you guys a party of two?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, I have fast passes. Do you want to go?" And we were like, "Yeah, we're not stupid." So we hopped in with him and we're like, "So why do you have like two like passes?" And he was like, "Well, my family, I have two young children and a wife and they didn't want to do it. And the cars have three. So I figured, me and a party of two, let's do it." So we went in and we got to know him. His name's Blake. Super nice dude. Asked us a lot of questions, was very excited that we were going on with him. We went on the right side, which I haven't done in a while. But yeah, he was cool. We had
What a
fun.
nice man.
He was a very nice man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Is that it? And then Sky was disappointed that we didn't get to do Small World again because they at the last minute decided they were going to do fireworks, and so they closed Small World down.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, here's the moments you have all been waiting for. The mystical, the wonderful, the beautiful Sweethearts Night.
I want to go that far.
Yeah, that was one word for it.
All right.
Here we go.
So, Sweethearts Night, the park says, Disneyland's closing at 7. And so we were like, okay, get here at 7. Sounds good. We got there at about 6:45 and walked right in and they had us make sure that we had tickets for it. We came in, we got our lanyards, we got our maps, and we were off to the castle, and they were doing Mickey Mix. And we went on Buzz and just
Yeah, we
waited.
did. To preface this, the actual park didn't close till like 8, which
It
was
closed at-
already
It closed. They gave the announcement that at 7 they were like, Disneyland is now closed, but there's this hour-long gap between park closing and Sweethearts Night where they have to get everything ready, and they didn't really give it a start time. Like we were like sitting there waiting for something to happen, and the cast member was like, "Yeah, it doesn't start till 8, so go hang out, like do something else." And we're like, "Shoot,
okay. Yeah.
I was hungry, so I was trying to mobile order the short rib heart-shaped ravioli, and all the mobile order windows were gone.
Everything was already like literally sold out
All the Valentine's Day food was gone.
within like 15 minutes
Mhm.
of like the thing didn't even start for another hour. So it was
Mhm.
like, Jesus Christ.
You couldn't get a mobile order in. It was so bad. And I was really disappointed. I ended up just getting a hot dog from Coke Corner because I was so grumpy and hungry. But I was very disappointed. I really wanted to try that ravioli. And then we walked around just looking at everything. I think I felt very overwhelmed because I'd never done this before. And there was just a lot to do and the lines were starting to pile up. And so I thought, like, if I want to do this photo op, I'm going to waste my entire night. Like if I want to
Yeah.
do just like you have to pick what you want, one thing you
Yep.
want to do. Do you just want to do photo ops? Do you just want to do live music? Do you just want to meet characters? Because you can't do it all. You will literally be stuck in those lines for the entirety of the evening because of how long they are.
So the longest ones that we saw were the castle photo with Cinderella's carriage, the tangled boat, which was like a 3-hour line, which is insane.
Oh my god, there were 2 lines for one. They were just taking like, okay, now it's your turn, now it's your turn, now it's your turn, and they
Yep.
were taking from each line. That's how crowded it was.
Jeez.
It was literally wrapped around like the entirety of the backside of Fantasyland.
You know, basic bees really love Tangled.
The other long ones were Kita and Milo from Atlantis.
The meet and greet, yeah. We just walked past them real quick.
Yeah, we
because
didn't. We
those
don't
lines
really
were also
like, yeah.
atrociously long, yeah.
And the other long one, which actually wasn't that bad, the way it was like kind of looped. So it looked like it was about maybe 25 minutes, was for Stitch and Angel.
Yeah,
That
was
was
a long
the
one.
that
But it
was the only
cute.
long one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite couple.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
They were really cute. And then we went to the Royal Ball. We decided that we were just gonna go to the Royal Ball in Fantasyland, listen to some live music. It was jazzy, it was fun. The people were the musicians were great, very talented.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite part, was the Royal Ball band. It was so fun. But the only thing was that when they started playing Someday My Prince Will Come, and literally everyone went from just standing there staring at the musicians to slow dancing. Like it was instant. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so we turned and we were dancing. And as we're moving, you can literally feel the other person's back against you. That's how wall to wall people it was. And it was so not romantic at all.
It was cool though, because they had
Yeah.
all the couples. So they had Ariel and Eric.
Yeah,
They
that was
had
cute.
Aladdin and Jasmine. They had Cinderella and the Prince, and then they
Mhm.
had, who was the other one? Tiana
Hanzo-
and
There
Naveen.
we go.
Tiana and Naveen. Yep, they were there. But they were like in the way back of the Small World Pavilion, so it was kind of hard to see them.
Yeah,
Um,
they were like distance behind the
yeah, they were distance
singers.
behind. Yeah. All the couples were socially distanced, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was kind of awkward, I won't lie.
And like the whole like way leading to like the actual event starting, they had Anastasia and Drizella
Mhm.
out in Fantasyland.
Okay, that was fun.
I guess
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what you want there. That was so funny. But so right after the Royal Ball, everybody starts gathering up in front of Small World for the Sweethearts Night fireworks. And lo and behold, 1 minute after showtime, 9:31, they say due to high winds, elevated high winds, the fireworks are canceled.
Great.
And
That was what we
so
went there for.
many people just screamed. So many people got so pissed off, including Sky, because he was going to ask me to be his Valentine during the fireworks.
Cute.
And I was like, good Lord.
It was
I
going
was
to be this
so
whole thing.
I had no idea. After they got canceled, he was so mad that he just told me that's what he was going to do. And I was like, I hate Disney as a corporation at the moment. Like if it rained in Florida and they were like fireworks.
Yep.
So like, what the heck, California? What the heck?
I want to play devil's advocate, but I won't.
It was very
Because
upsetting.
so many people paid $114 to watch those fireworks.
Yeah.
So it was really upsetting. I heard a lot of people go, that's what I came for. So yeah, it was not fun. Definitely put a damper on the whole night. So we decided that we were going to just do one more thing. And we went to New Orleans Square to get the Haunted Mansion tombstone that says Together Forever, because that line was the shortest. And also we are Haunted Mansion people. So we decided that was going to be the one we were going to do.
It wasn't that great, honestly.
It was small and awkward.
And she brought up the point that like we could have done it for my house because I have that exact same statue.
Yeah, he has the same thing. We could have just made it ourselves, honestly. The way that I describe it to his family when they asked how it was. I was like, well, there was like a lot of 3-hour waits for cardboard cutouts.
Yep.
So if they had actually like, I don't know, like if they had really went all in and like made a boat, made a river, like made the fireflies float, or actually had like floating, like real floating lanterns, then I would be like, yeah, I'd drop $114 to wait in a 3-hour line for that. I would do that. But it was literally cardboard. So.
And a weird, like, okay, so they marketed as like this whole like character meet and greet thing, and you'd like see all these. There was no characters, at all for the most part. Like all the ones that they said, so like Beauty and the Beast, Ariel, like I said,
Yeah, they
before,
weren't around.
Rapunzel, none of them
It
were
was just
out.
the rare ones. It was just the rare ones.
There was like 4 meet and greet locations. It was Milo and Kita, Hercules and Meg, Stitch and Angel, and then I don't remember what the other one was. But yeah, it was like all the normal ones that you would see. And it was Snow White and the Prince.
Yeah, and the Prince and in the Wishing Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was there, but
it was pretty dull. And I've heard people say they really enjoyed it. And that's when I kind of realized that, maybe like this, like really not overly cheesy, but like maybe that kind of event just isn't our thing. I think mostly because we're rides people we're attractions and food people for the most part. We're not really photo takers or character people. So I think that it would have been more valuable if like it had been like an overlay of a ride or something like that. Probably would have been more exciting for us. And fireworks for sure would have made it worth it.
Maybe if it was like a different, like I really did want to do the villain site because I do love all the villain meet and greets. But like the princesses, I don't really have a care for, so like maybe that did something to it. But yeah, overall, we were really impressed. It really wasn't what we wanted it to be. But if you guys are going and are interested, just keep that in mind because it was not at all what we thought it would be.
It's up to you to kind of figure out if that's your thing. But just know you're walking into 3-hour waits for cardboard cutouts. Yeah. If that's your thing, go for it. If it's not, try something else.
Yeah.
Which leads us to, well, if that's not the perfect Disney date, then what is? A good segue there, right?
That was pretty good.
So today's main topic is going to be a table talk about what is your perfect Disney date. Today being Valentine's Day, no better way to discuss romance and date nights at Disney than today. And so I'm sure some of us or all of us have thoughts about how that should be done. Sky and I going on several Disney dates, Jared being a former cast member, myself being a former cast member. So I'd like to kind of just kick it off with like just your idea, like what I feel like what makes a great Disney date is a really big question to start with. But like
I think first what you have to think about is like what kind of person are you? So are you an attraction person? Are you a food person? Like she said before, are you a meet and greet character couple? Like there's different things to do. And I think that really works into itself. So you have to figure out what you are first and then kind of build off of that. So if you love the rides, definitely wait for like the bigger, more exciting attractions. Or a lot of like the little things too, like Peter Pan, really cute to like, cuddle on or whatever. Haunted Mansion, super dark, the vibes in that are also really, really good.
He's like, it's dark.
So it really just depends first off of like what kind of couple that you
and that leads me to actually a better first question is Disney a good first date spot? And I would say no.
First date?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure not.
I've heard people say like take your first date to Disneyland, and I'm like, that's a dumb idea.
No.
Because that goes back to exactly what Sky just said, is that you have to really, I feel like as a couple, you have to know each other well enough to know how to make this date actually good.
Oh yeah.
Unless 100%. You're both cast members or both extreme Disney nerds. There's not
No.
really a reason to.
Mm-mm. It's not as cute as you think it is.
Yeah.
If you go on your first date and you're like, well, it's Disneyland, it could be special, right? No.
No.
Just go to a
I-
restaurant.
Yeah. Unless the girl, of course, is the Disney fanatic
Then
and you're
let
doing
her-
it to be cute.
Exactly. Then let her lead. Like, just
Uh-huh.
let her do what she wants.
Exactly.
Like honestly, to me, like a better first date if it was like me and someone that I did
Rainforest Cafe.
Rainforest Cafe. Yeah, we did do that on this trip actually.
We did, yeah.
That was that meme has been fulfilled. No, but I think like a better date is literally just movies.
Mhm.
Just go to a movie, check one out, cuddle with her, like have it more laid back and chill
Mhm.
than doing something huge like Disney,
Well,
which
even
is like
then-
a 17-hour day.
Which is hilarious because like even our first in-person date was Tortilla Joe's in downtown Disney. We didn't go to the park.
Yeah, no.
Our very first in-person date, we didn't go to Disneyland. We went to downtown Disney, which is, we're both nerds. So it was like a low-key version of that. We just went to Tortilla Joe's.
And you're talking to two people who like are Disney like fanatics, who've worked at the parks, who like run accounts based on the theme parks. Like,
Mhm.
and we didn't even do that at
We
all.
didn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
part of it is like because you flew in.
Mhm.
So
I
like
was tired.
we didn't want to overdo that.
Mhm.
But yeah, we didn't go to the parks. We were there at the where they are, but we
It's
didn't
really-
actually
yeah.
do anything.
It's really hard to sit there and focus on each other and get to know one another when you're at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disneyland, has a potential to be a really like, you can get really self-centered in Disney, which kind of leads into another topic later of why people hate Disney adults. But I'll get back. We'll save that for later. But people can get really self-centered at Disney, so it's not a good way to sit and really get to know someone right off the bat.
Yeah. I personally think if they're that big of a Disney nut, or you're that big of a Disney nut, you don't need to go in the park, but like you can take them to downtown Disney. You can
Mhm.
take them to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Like,
Disney
do some-
Springs is beautiful.
Or
Disney
just
Springs
talk
is
about it.
beautiful.
You can just talk about Disney or have a Disney movie night.
Like I think I
Like-
spent more time in Disney Springs than I did in the parks when I was working in
Mhm.
when I was working in Disney, because
Yeah.
it's a nice hub to just be like, I'm gonna chill here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a chill spot. It really is. And also like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna trigger a lot of Disney adults here. Your entire personality is not Disney, honey. It's not. Sorry, Jared. Jared's like, I resent that. No, your entire personality is not Disney. Like, who are you? Like, when you're on a first date with someone, like, ask yourself and like the other person, like, who are you? Like, why should I date you? Right? Like,
Why did your parents create the person that you are today?
so, and you can talk about Disney, but it's like,
What part
I
of
feel
my
like
life isn't Disney?
Yeah, honestly, same.
I feel like, you should like spend time like actually getting to know the person and who they are. And you can talk about Disney. That's also a big part of who you are, but like there's more to you than Disney. for sure.
True. However, I would definitely say if you're a Disney freak like me, and I mean to the next level where your Disney obsession is generational in your family,
Mhm.
maybe bring it up at least.
Oh yeah, bring it up. Definitely.
Because if you're bringing someone home to like my room with the Mickey ears and the Winnie the Pooh characters and my sign of Cinderella Castle that says my happy place, maybe that's a conversation. to
Oh,
have.
it was a requirement for me. And who I would pick to be with, it was a requirement.
Oh,
That they had to be like, they had to understand me. They had to get on board or just be like me.
Oh yeah, they better.
Does that make sense now?
Yes.
Does it make sense why I ended up with this one here?
Yes.
He passed the bare minimum very quickly.
The bare necessities.
So he's the bare necessities.
Oh yeah,
Look at him, he's a cutie. Show him your promise ring,
I'm
baby.
that little fruit that she eats.
Let's see the promise ring.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
You can't see it, or you can't read it at least.
Silver.
Yeah, it's engraved in Spanish.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Mm-hmm. It has the line from West Side Story, because I look just like Maria. But it has a line from West Side Story where Tony learns to speak Spanish to her, and says "Quiero estar contigo para siempre," which means, and I said that in my American accent, and that means I want to be with you forever. So it's an ADHD ring, so he can fidget with it whenever he wants. Mm-hmm.
It's also for her anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So she actually spends it a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I would like put my hand on top of his, and I would just start spinning it like this when we were in line for, yeah.
What was next on here?
How far in advance should you plan?
Ooh, how far in it? So first bar, not first date. You're a couple. You've been together. How far in advance should you plan your perfect Disney date?
I think that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go for it.
Sorry. I really think it depends on like A, how long you've been together, and B, where you guys live. So
Yeah,
if you're like thinking about like traveling to Disney World, I would say hold off. Maybe at least until like the first month. If you guys both don't live in California or Florida or wherever, I would say probably like make it an anniversary thing. So maybe like a 6 month or a year.
If you're traveling,
yeah, just due to like traveling, how much it is and expense wise, and
Mhm.
make it a really special event or trip for you guys, instead of just be like, oh yeah, we have the day off, why not? Like you want to make it something that'll be really special.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of on the page that if it's a perfect Disney date, then you should plan for an anniversary or birthday anyways.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're gonna consider it your perfect Disney date if it's Saturday, it's our weekly date night. Let's see what we can find in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, because that's a lot of what Sky and I have talked about, is that when I do finally live there, like there are nights when it's just gonna be like, we're not doing anything, or like one of us had a bad day at work, let's go to Disney. And it's gonna be just like the two of us hanging out. Instead of like a perfect Disney date, which would probably require more planning, because dinner reservations are,
hard to get, very hard to get now.
Some advancement, I personally think that some advancement is kind of needed in order to like get a good restaurant.
Like we got our California Grill reservations like what, 2 months out, maybe?
Yeah, about 90
something
days
like
in
that.
advance.
90 days out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good 3 months that we had before we could actually go to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.